Hey Cancer, this is your February 2022 reading using the tarot. So let's look at late January coming into the month of February first of all. So I have the Seven of Swords here. Because this looks like some sort of a plan that you're putting in place and you're keeping it, well, under your nice furry tail here, but you're keeping stum at the moment. I see this as a really positive manifestation of the Seven of Swords, like your wishes, your endeavors, your dreams being fulfilled, because the Wheel of Fortune comes up right after it. So it's very easy for you to get swept up in some exciting current at the end of January going into February. The ball is rolling now on something, Cancer. But with this comes like a huge lesson for you, the Judgment card. So you have to take accountability of how you have treated people in your life thus far. It looks very positive, this reading so far. I just feel like because there's so many major arcana cards in the first row, I feel like there's something we need to get a little bit deeper into, and we will pull more cards here. You have a wish or some sort of an endeavor. It starts to expand. It starts to gather some momentum now and like really pull some force along with it. The Judgment card, there's something that's left unsettled for you at the end of January, however, and coming into February, you have this sort of a reckoning within you that you need to, I see it like atone or settle some debts, atone for how you behave to other people, or settle some debts around something you've been carrying from last year into this year. It could be something in the legal sphere of things, like a license or a settlement of some, like a literal settlement or something. But it seems like there's going to be a huge breakthrough of clarity entering the month of February. Look at the imagery here, coming from the darkness, ascending into like this sort of light energy. And the plan that you have in place is going to, for some reason, affect many people in your life. The Star card, well, I have this similar energy coming through, like of the Star card in February. So now it's when we start to really see our wish manifest into reality. In late January, it was all but a plan or something that you just really hoped for. And you were putting those pieces in place where they needed to go in order for this to be fulfilled. But come February, you've got it done. And you're so inspired, so invigorated to share your thoughts about this and to share what you've been building with other people in your life now. You really start talking about things and you can see a concrete plan in front of you. The Mother of Pentacles tells me that whatever you're growing right now in the month of February, it's really going to expand and create more abundance for you and create a really solid ground. Late February going into March, and it looks like an opportunity presents itself around your school or your company, wherever you're working, a target, some sort of a sales target or bullseye here. But we see the Ace of Pentacles, and this looks like to me that you're going to have some sort of an opportunity to align yourself on a path that's going to bring you more stability, but also like a lot of interest. You're very interested in this. It's an exciting subject or like project that you're working on in with your company. The Daughter of Pentacles is this sort of fresh start about, and you're learning how to do what it is you've got to do next, and you're in some sort of a novice phase. But the Four of Wands tells me this is around like a company, a school, an institution of some sort where there's heaps of opportunities for you. If this is more along the lines of a property, you may be buying a property near a school or some sort of an institution, or it's your home and living situation and you have kids that are doing something quite important with their school at the moment, or they're learning, and it's sort of all brand new for them, it's all brand new for you. Basically the tone of this reading is you have been planning on something from late January into February and fine-tuning it, and overall there seems to be a legal element to this for some, and also if not legal, it seems to be like a real sense of clarity. The Sun card at the bottom of the deck, like something becomes very clear to you now and very vibrant. The Wheel of Fortune really is good vibes. You're getting past all the mundane crap that you have to figure out in your life, and you just like have this one big dream and you just don't want to do anything but this. So I see it taking up so much of your focus, and the Judgment card would just be telling me that, you know what, you maybe had an opportunity to even do this before, Cancer. It mightn't look the exact same, but there's like an element of this being like something bubbling from under the surface, a voice saying like, this time, Cancer, go for it. Don't shy away this time. Let's clear these cards up with some more tarot. So looking at the Seven of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Judgment card for late January coming into February, big energies, but exciting, momentous change. And you feel this intensity within you, maybe. So Cancer, while I have you here, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to this channel, that would be great. It really helps me get my messages across to other people. And I will close this reading out with an oracle too. The Death card, so even more major arcana energy. So there's 22 major arcana cards out of 78. You've got 3 here in the first row so far. And the 8 of Cups, another one at the bottom of the deck, the Chariot. So when we see so many major arcana cards, we can take it as an indication that this has been intense soul growth, alignment, and perhaps even big changes. The Judgment card and Death card. You could be dealing with a Scorpio at this time. This is Pluto, their modern ruler, and Death card is associated with Scorpio in the tarot. So this is talking about a real agent of change in your life in January, coming into February. It seems like something really had to end for you in order for this change to really cement itself. The 8 of Cups, this tells me that, you know, the party is over in one area of your life. It's time to move on now. The Death card is more of a final ending. So if you're not getting the message that something needs to end and you need to make a transition away from it, it seems like it will come about one way or another in late January coming into February, where you know energetically you've reached the end of an era on something, and you know what, you're happy to leave it in the past now. You had a great time, but as we see in these 8 of Cups, we've stayed too long at the fair potentially, and we don't want to stay anywhere or stay in any sort of a situation that's past its sell-by date. And generally when we're in a situation that is just our comfort zone and we're not really growing anymore or learning, we can get really stagnated there. We can feel like, you know, we're not really moving or anything like that. And sometimes when we stay too long in our comfort zone or stay at the party too late, something will happen where we say, oh, I wish I had just left a little earlier. I didn't need to see that. So that's just the energy that is coming through for me here at the end of the month. So you have a big plan of action here. You've gotten indications that this could be a big success, the Wheel of Fortune, but something about what you're doing in late January is reaching its deadline at this point, and you are on a mission to find something that feels more soulful. It feels more inspiring, and you miss this kind of like get up and go attitude. Like I just can't wait to wake up in the morning. Good luck to you if that's you, but it's just certainly not me. So I do envy those people who just like can't wait to get out of bed. But you miss that. Like you miss having that invigorating feeling. And the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, okay, this is your card, Cancer. This is you in the major arcana with your little moon ruler on your head, crescent moon, full moon on top. Cycles, the new moon to the full moon. So this could happen within like 2 weeks. The last week of January, the first week of February, there is like more of a dramatic change in your life. And it's the energy of taking things up a notch and going further on your mission in the Chariot. So what have we got? Let's say late January into February, the first row, there's a plan in place. You see great indications of it going to go well. It affects many people, but all the while it indicates a big moving on from something and more of a definite ending in another area of your life, perhaps. So let's look at the Star card. Let's look at the Daughter of Wands, and let's look at the Mother of Pentacles. This is for February, so a wish comes true almost, and you just can't wait to talk about it. You can't wait to tell maybe your parents who you live with, and you just can't wait to see this baby of yours grow. The Three of Swords in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so not a big deal, but basically one man's wish is another man's worst nightmare is what I'm seeing, because when I said that this is going to affect other people, what you want to do, The people that are affected don't like it. They don't feel like this is honoring them, or they for some reason just kind of, maybe they're controlling people in your life, Cancer, that would want to kind of keep you close or in a bind, or even sometimes we have people in our life that don't really want to see us moving in, you know, making such upward moves the way you probably are this month in February, and it could get their back up, or it could make them feel slightly tense, but it's your wish, Cancer. It's your dream, not anybody else's, so they don't have to fully understand why you want this so badly. There is also, on another level, the Star card talks about healing and optimism and faith restored again. The Three of Swords in reverse would indicate that in February you're getting over some sort of a painful betrayal or backstabbing, heartbreak, or something that was, you know, a really painful truth for you to reckon with. But in reverse, those knives, those swords are falling out. It's becoming a little less piercing and a little less dramatic. However, the sting is still there, but you are healing. You might be working, doing some grounding work. You might be putting your feet into the soil, into the sand, even if it's cold, walking along the beach, walking on the sand, really good for your posture barefoot, and also really, really good for removing free radicals from your body, but also just grounding into the earth. When sometimes the Star card, we get so swept up, and I do see you really getting swept up in this dream, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that because it's exciting and it's fresh and it's energetic, but you can get carried away. Maybe you say something that's a little bit piercing for another person to hear in the Three of Swords. Overall, you have some words to speak out, and you've had a lot to talk about this month in the Daughter of Wands, but you know what, overall you just have to maybe watch what you're saying a little bit more. The Mother of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles together, this is the sign Capricorn, so you may be dealing with the Capricorn in the month of February. And this Capricorn is very good influence on you, I believe. Grounding influence, really inspires you, really gives you a lot of self-confidence, kind of like motivates you a lot, kind of motivates you to reach the end goal. And if you're not dealing with the Capricorn, you could be just embodying some of those Capricorn traits in your life, like sustaining, like resourcefulness, like endurance, and really going the distance long term. It seems like you're saving some money at the same time this month, which is a good thing. Again, you can't keep everybody happy because there's some information that you share this month, Cancer, that does seem to impact on another person. It's interesting when you sort of have something to share that somebody else doesn't agree with, that makes you feel better and better. And I'm not trying to say like this sounds like you're some twisted person that gets off on making somebody else, like tying somebody else up in a knot or a bind like this, but it's just living in your truth, I guess, embodying your truth. And your healing journey is underway in February, and that can trigger some of the shadows in other people who maybe aren't yet ready for their healing journey to begin. But even their triggers, Cancer, is a gift from you, because you're like, there you go, look at me, now what are you gonna do? So can't really like be too mad at you long term, can they? So the Ace of Pentacles, the Daughter of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands, I see this as opportunities abound in relation to what you do in school, if you study, classes, courses, university, or something to do with the company or corporation or institution you work for. And by institution, I mean like school, hospital, prison. Ace of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. So we've got the Ten of Swords and the Strength card. And at the bottom of the deck, again, I have our Sun card here. So dealing with the Leo is possible at the end of February going into March. And I think that either there is Tower of Strength for you, quite literally, or they are making you want to drive a sword through your eyeballs. Okay, so they're either really stressing you out or they're really giving you strength. I have a feeling they're stressing you out, maybe because you have to overcome the stress and like overcome the drama with the Leo potentially. If it's not dealing with a Leo, the endings that took place in January coming into February timeframe, the endings or the completion or transformation of cycles or something just more dramatic changed with an ending and a beginning, I'm sensing. It's not fully resolved by the end of February. So going into March, you still have this like lingering sort of theme running through your life, and you have to end something. You're hesitating maybe on making this final end, but really this new Ace of Pentacles, the other opportunity that's awaiting you yet, that's just up in the ether waiting for you to grab it essentially, can't fully probably manifest on the physical until the ending that needs to happen has happened. So if there are those that linger in the Eight of Cups energy and say, no, I might give this a second chance, or I might not fully, depart from the situation yet, I'll see how it goes. Come late February into March, it may be more of an obvious time to end things because you're getting a sense of what would be available to you if you did that. It's harder just to end something or make a huge transformation in your life when you're not really sure of what's going to be on the other side of that. But come late February coming into March, you have a better idea of what would be available and accessible to you if you were to make this transition or an ending. The Ace of Pentacles, it looks like it would be something that's really in alignment for you and that you'd be super eager to start studying, start learning about, I see enrollment coming up here. So enrollment in a course, enrollment in a field of study. The Strength card is saying, yeah, okay, you heal during February, you share ideas, you talk more, you open up to a parent, you may open up to a Capricorn, and then by late February going into March, the Strength card would be telling me here that like you have basically survived this month. Well done in surviving February, the shortest month of the year, good on you. The Strength card would be saying kind of a thing like, well, you did it, well done. But it really took a lot for you to muster up this strength to really drill that kind of final screw in, or really stick the knife in and say, okay, enough is enough, I'm done with that. But watch out for opportunities coming through around whatever it is that you're studying, whatever institution you work for. It could be if you live with some earth signs, that could come through. You live with earth signs, you live with maybe a mom and a sister or something like that. You live with women and there's opportunities coming up for them. One of them likes this for you, one of them doesn't like this for you. There's a few contrasting maybe opinions here I'm seeing. You're able to save some money in February as well. That might help you with this Ace of Pentacles mission. But overall, I see now the biggest theme is all of this is good. I mean, you're really living in your truth this month, and the Wheel of Fortune and Judgment card is saying like this is a big transformation for you overall, and you have all this reason to believe that this will work. And then the Star card, just more clarification that this is a wish come true. But the overall tone is you finally by March get the strength to finally end this situation that is past its sell-by date. I know you have feelings here for this Cancer. I know you still have love for this place, this person, this job, this situation, this just life plan of yours that you expected for yourself. There is still a connection to that. So it's not just as easy to just say, oh yeah, sure, let me just like end this completely. Oh, I know I'll be reborn as this glorious phoenix rising from the ashes. Ha 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 ha. I know all that. Like, no, that's not how humans work. We don't think like that all the time. But what I would be here to kind of encourage you via this reading would be like, you have the strength. If something needs to end, just stick the knife through the bull's eyes. The bullseye. Oh, I never realized that. Well, the bullseye's the literal bullseye. Well, which is the literal bullseye? The bullseye in the center of this tree trunk, or this bull's eyes with the sword driven through them? Never noticed that, but I love to see this together. So there is a bullseye target, but to get to that target, you need to end something. Okay, let's read an oracle card now. Thank you so much for sticking with me, Cancer. I've been really loving these oracle cards. They've been pretty profound in my personal readings, insofar as how they related to the reading itself and whatnot. So let's see if that's the same here for you guys. We're going to take this as a message from whatever it is you prescribe to today. Angels, your highest self, a higher power, your guides. And this will be for the present moment. What does Cancer need to hear about? I invite you now to join me in a deep breath. And let's pull an oracle from, this is the Kuan Yin oracle, which is a Chinese ancient goddess of compassion, and they're beautiful messages. Lovely, and we have your luminary and your ruler mentioned here, blessings of the moon maiden number 2, which is also the number of the high priestess in this deck, our intuitive high priestess with her moon imagery on the card. So we have this, I feel like you're coming through here with this moon energy, your intuition perhaps. So blessings of the moon maiden, what have we got here? The moon maiden with her lucky hair brings auspicious tidings of prosperity and abundance to you now. So quite often, Cancer, I'll just derail for one moment, the Mother of Pentacles in the traditional tarot deck is depicted with a bunny or a hare, and that's what makes the Mother of Pentacles so abundant and rich and so thriving, the energy around it. And abundance is associated with hares or rabbits because they create a lot. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. Allow yourself to receive what you thought is possible by opening your heart with gratitude now. Let the blessings of good fortune from the beloved maiden of the moon, Kuan Yin, flow easily to your life now. Well, I believe the good fortune and blessings have been flowing to you since late January, coming into February. Gifts of abundance and prosperity are flowing to you now. You are being asked to open up to what you believe is possible and then open up some more. Allow good fortune in all its forms to come to you. Don't limit what you are capable of attracting with false beliefs about how much you deserve or what you're worthy of having. The universe will share with you so much more than you imagine possible as you open your heart and let go of self-imposed limitations and doubts or fears. The moon maiden blesses with great generosity, blessings of good fortune and peace, yet we must trust how these blessings come to us and accept that they may need to grow for those blessings to manifest into our life. All blessings need energy within us in which to vest, like a seed needing soil in which to be planted so it can manifest in the physical world as a vital, healthy plant. Blessings such as new partnerships, a life path, career opportunity, growth in personal or spiritual power, and financial healing require energy within us to be able to settle and grow it into the physical form, to be enjoyed and shared in our life. Our belief, openness, vitality, and trust need to be big enough to receive the magnificence of the blessings coming to us. Otherwise, it's like asking a wonderful, vast oak tree to be planted in a tiny pot, or the ocean to be contained in a thimble. Do you know how easy it is for you to attract even more goodness and support and growth for you in this life? Let's find out. Have gratitude for what you've already received and how you have already grown. These blessings would not be coming to you if there was not a readiness and an ability on your part. So share something of what you have with others in a way that expands you rather than depletes you. That sounds really nice to me, Cancer. It just sounds like good auspicious vibes for the months of February, and not to put up any blocks around what you deem yourself worthy of. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.